His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Ahmad Al Thani, Emir of the State of Qatar, His Excellency Mr. Ahmad bin Abdullah bin Zayed Al Mahmoud, Speaker of the Shura Council of the State of Qatar, Honorable Representative Gabriela Cuevas Barron, President of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, Mr. Martin Shungong, Secretary General of the IPU, Honorable Speakers of Parliament, distinguished members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It is a pleasure to send this message to the 140th Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union. With nearly 1,400 parliamentarians from across the world in attendance, this meeting has great potential to translate global commitments into national realities. So I regret that prior engagements prevent me from joining you in beautiful Doha. Dear friends, in the coming days, you will discuss issues that require global cooperation like never before. From tackling energy poverty to combating violent extremism, we need joined-up action at the local, national, and international levels. I often refer to the UN General Assembly as the Parliament of Humanity, and it is natural that the IPU is actively engaged in our work. In February, I was delighted to partner with the IPU on the 2019 parliamentary hearing at the UN. The event looked at how parliaments can respond to the growing pushback against multilateralism. The level of interest was very encouraging, but also a sign of how serious things are. Excellencies, the founders of the IPU and of the UN, half a century and 2 world wars later, understood that multilateralism is the only way to address the challenges we face. That is even more obvious today as we face problems like climate change that no country can solve alone. But just when we need it more than ever, multilateralism is under attack. Some governments are turning inwards. Others seek to undermine our rules-based international order. People, meanwhile, are losing faith in the ability of institutions to improve their lives. If we are to reverse this trend, we must reach out beyond the corridors of power. Multilateralism today should be dynamic and responsive. It should be a partnership with the people we serve. Dear friends, as parliamentarians, you have a vital role in bringing this about. First, you can help make the case for multilateralism on the ground. You can explain that far from threatening sovereignty, multilateralism strengthens it. By working together, states can address the issues that matter to their citizens while sharing the burden and the cost. Second, you can help us at the UN and in other international institutions become more effective, transparent, and accountable. You can press for your constituents' views to be reflected in global decisions. Parliamentary hearings and questions time are effective ways on influencing positions of governments. You can help ensure that international agreements are implemented so that they can make a difference to people's lives by adopting legislation or by allocating funds to realize the Sustainable Development Goals. And third, you can give people a voice. Throughout my presidency, I have sought to include citizens' voices in everything we do. I have also spoken out on the need for us to reflect the public we serve. So I want to recognize in this message the work of the Forum of Women Parliamentarians and the Forum of Young Parliamentarians. It is still the case that less than 1/4 of parliamentarians are female. Just 2% are under 30. Excellencies, there is much work to be done in all fronts, and I thank you for your support and commitment, and I thank you for your hard work in the coming days. Shukran.